I lived in Manhattan for about 2 years and my ass was fleeing at the end of it after what I learned there. The thing that no one talks about, which I think is the most toxic part about New York, is the constant FOMO of being there that everyone has. It truly is the loneliest city in the world. I know that sounds ironic, but because there's infinite things to do, infinite people to meet, everyone constantly has FOMO and is unable to be present in that moment. There's always the next thing to run to, the next person to meet that can be more exciting. Because when you're in your 20s, you're super impressionable. You're trying to figure out who your long-term partner is, who your long-term friends are, what are you going to do in your career, are you going to build a company, are you going to climb the corporate ladder, like what's your purpose? You need strong community around you to find the right answers. Community doesn't form at a once a month Saturday bottomless brunch. It comes from like spending hours having deep conversations on the couch, meeting the same person over and over again so you build a deep and trusting relationship and have them as a sparring partner in your life as you navigate these decisions together. I had some of the most fun nights in my life in New York City, but the true friendships I built that actually have developed me professionally and personally came about when I actually left New York to come to San Francisco. And the truth is, SF is so boring. Everyone here has one thing they care about, which is their job or their company, that people are naturally staying in on a Saturday night and are focusing more on building friendships with you in their apartment while talking over a nice meal rather than going out, getting blackout drunk and partying all night. Now, this is obviously not everyone's experience in New York. This is just my experience in New York. I found that for a 20-something in New York, this was pretty standard across all the friends I would talk to. That being said, if you ask me what my favorite city in the world is, I'll still say New York, and I still spend half the year in New York every year because I love it so, so much. The number one reason that New York still has a place in my heart is because now I do it in balance. I'm not there all year. I sublease for a certain part of the year. I come there not to find a depth of connection, but rather a breadth of connection. Meet as many people as possible, network as much as possible, and then I leave to find and build that quality in my life. Not just that quality of life in my friendships, but also like quality in my personal life, like having a slow paced life where I can think about my health and I can spend hours refining my craft, building my skills, and pursuing things in my career that I really care about without the stress, FOMO, and anxiety of the city that is constantly unable to escape. People always ask me if I would go back and move to New York City, and the answer is yes, but with one condition. I have to be rich enough where I can leave whenever I want, and I'm not going to feel stressed by paying rent even if I'm not staying there.